BetBlitz.
Hello everyone, this is Mike with BetBlitz. Welcome back to your source for daily prize picks. Today is a new day and we're looking to set you up with a few of some of the best prize picks. Now before we get into our picks, we ask that you do take a moment to leave a like on this video. We do have a like goal of 125 likes, and if we do get that, we will be dropping a bonus pick in our video for tomorrow. I want to thank you all for your recent support, and if you're looking to support the channel even further, as well as gain access to additional perks, check out our link in the description below to join our channel, or if you're on a desktop, click the join button below this video. Also, take a moment to subscribe so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before these lines get bumped. And if you like our picks in this video and you want even more picks, check out our Discord where we drop more picks every single day. Alright, let's get right into some of the best props for today. For our first pick, we'll be headed over to the rebounds tab and we'll be selecting Jaime Jaquez Jr. for more than 4.5 rebounds. Taking a look at his last 10 games here on Outlier, and by the way, if you'd like to try Outlier yourself, use our link in the description below for a free 7-day trial. We see that Jaime Jaquez has actually exceeded this line in 6 of his last 10 games. Now, we do want to point out that with Jimmy Butler's injury, we did filter for that as well, but he has a huge increase when Jimmy's not playing in his rebounding, so we thought we'd show you that as well. Now, Jaime Jaquez Jr. and the Miami Heat will be facing off against the Boston Celtics in round 1 of the Eastern Conference playoffs. And in the regular season, the Boston Celtics were a pretty average team when it came to defending against rebounding from their opponents. The Celtics were ranked 14th in rebounds allowed, giving up an average of over 43 rebounds per game to their opponents. And one of the worst teams when it comes to giving up rebounds to opponent forwards, are ranked 21st, giving up an average of about 8 rebounds per game to the position. So with Jimmy's absence and the Boston Celtics, a lack of defense for rebounding against forwards, we expect Jaime Jaquez Jr. to have plenty of opportunity to reach his line. Taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that Jaime Jaquez Jr. has had a solid dose of minutes over his last 10 games. He's averaging near 31 minutes per game. And again, in the playoffs, with Jimmy's absence, we expect Jaime Jaquez to play a huge role for the Miami Heat, which means even more minutes and the greater chance of him hitting this line. On the season, Jaquez Jr. has been a decent rebounder for the Miami Heat, averaging near 4 rebounds per game. And in his last 5 games, he's actually picked up his aggression on the boards, increasing to an average of above 4 rebounds per game. Now, the Miami Heat have had Jaquez Jr. face off against the Boston Celtics twice this season. And in those games, Jaquez Jr. has had an average of 2.5 rebounds. But we also want to point out that this was only in 21.5 minutes. And now Jaquez has seen a huge increase in minutes, well into the 30s, close to the 40-minute mark. So we expect him to have more than enough opportunity against the Celtics to reach this line. So for all these reasons, again, we'll be taking Jaime Jaquez Jr. for more than 4.5 rebounds. For our next pick, we'll be headed over to the points tab and we'll be selecting TJ McConnell for more than 11.5 points. Taking a quick look at his last 10 games here on Outlier, we see that TJ McConnell has actually exceeded this line in 8 of his last 10 games. Additionally, TJ McConnell has exceeded this line in 75% of his last 20 games. Now, TJ McConnell and the Indiana Pacers will be facing off against the Milwaukee Bucks, who during the regular season were one of the worst defensive teams in the NBA, are ranked 21st in points allowed to their opponents, giving up an average of over 116 points per game. And with the absence of Antetokounmpo, who is listed as doubtful for this game, you can expect the Bucks interior as well as a transition defense to suffer heavily, allowing for more points from the Pacers players. Now, the Milwaukee Bucks are also ranked 28th in points allowed to opponent point guards, giving up an average of about 26 points per game. So TJ McConnell should also have plenty of opportunity to reach this line as well. Taking a quick look at his minutes here, we see that TJ McConnell's actually had a solid dose of minutes as well, averaging an average of 20 minutes over his last 10 games. We would like to see this a bit higher, so if you're concerned about him getting a less playoff minutes, it's understandable. But McConnell has had plenty of games in which he doesn't play even above 20 minutes, and he has surpassed this line plenty of times. On the season, TJ McConnell has been a scorer for the Indiana Pacers, averaging above 10 points off the bench. And over his last 5 games, he's really picked up his scoring, increasing to an average of near 18 points per game. And we expect this strong scoring from TJ McConnell to continue, especially in this playoff game. So for all these reasons, again, we'll be taking TJ McConnell for more than 11.5 points. Now, for those of you who are wisely betting with Underdog, we've got a couple of picks for you that you might find interesting. We've got Paulo Banchero here for lower than 0.5 double doubles, as well as Luka Doncic for higher than 0.5 double doubles. Both of these picks here have a very high probability of hitting, and Underdog has really nice payout. And if you like betting on things like double doubles, triple doubles, as well as all the other picks standard on other platforms like PrizePicks, like points and assists and things of that nature, you'll really enjoy checking out Underdog Fantasy. They're a really great platform. And if you click the link in our description below and use code BETBLITZ, you'll get 100% deposit match on your first time deposit, as well as a free pick as soon as you sign up. They're called pick'ems, and for every new player that signs up with this code, they'll get one. It's like 0.5 points on Anthony Edwards or Jason Tatum or something like that. So go give them a look. We highly recommend them. Underdog is very good platform where you'll make a ton of profit. Now for our last pick, we'll be headed over back to the rebounds tab, and we'll be selecting Ivica Zubac for more than 9.5 rebounds. Taking a look at his last 10 games are an outlier. We see that Ivica Zubac has actually exceeded this line in 7 of his last 10 games. And Zubac and the Los Angeles Clippers will be facing off against a Dallas Mavericks team that is not very good at defending against rebounding from their opponents. On the regular season, the Dallas Mavericks were ranked 25th in rebounds allowed to their opponents, giving up an average of over 45 rebounds per game, as well as the Mavs being ranked 13th during the regular season in rebounds allowed to opponent centers, giving up an average of about 12 rebounds per game. So this should leave Ivica Zubac with plenty of opportunity to reach his line. Taking a quick look at his minutes over his last 10 games, we see that Zubac has had a solid dose of minutes, starting for the Clippers, averaging above 27 minutes per game, so he also should have plenty of time to reach this line as well. Now, on the season, Ivica Zubac has been a solid rebounder for the Los Angeles Clippers, averaging above 9 rebounds per game. And over his last 5 games, he's actually picked up his aggression on the boards, increasing to an average of above 10 rebounds per game. And Zubac has faced off against the Dallas Mavericks 3 times this season, and in those games, he's had an average of over 10 rebounds per game. And we expect this to continue into this game as well, where Kawhi Leonard has also been listed as questionable after getting an injection in his knee. So this should also free up some more opportunity for Zubac to grab rebounds. So for all these reasons, we'll be selecting Ivica Zubac for more than 9.5 rebounds. All right, these are our picks for today. And after we finish reviewing, let us know down in the comment section which of these picks you will be taking, as well as the ones that you won't, or any other picks that you might think have a high chance of hitting. So for our picks, we took Jaime Jaquez Jr. for more than 4.5 rebounds. We took TJ McConnell for more than 11.5 points. And finally, we took Ivica Zubac for more than 9.5 rebounds. Now, I'm not saying to throw all these picks together in a parlay, but individually, these picks could be useful additions to the overall entries that you have in mind. Now, if you like these picks and you want even more picks, we recommend that you join our Discord, where we drop more picks every single day. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you have access to our picks as soon as we post. These lines do get bumped, so you want to make sure that you're seeing them on time. Also, please leave a like on this video. We do have a like goal, and if this video gets above 125 likes, we will be dropping a bonus pick in tomorrow's video. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.